He's coming in 15 minutes. And then 2 hours later comes by. And I really like envision like smacking the shit out of him sometimes, like thinking to myself, like, yo, if he just gets into a car accident in those 15 minutes, don't call me. Don't call me because it's been an hour and a half. And I'm sitting there patiently twiddling my thumbs thinking, okay, he's coming. But I don't like when people waste my time because my time is valuable.
Right.
But, you know, I've been done wrong in the past by others, but time is my big pet peeve. Also would say with borrowing money is another one where you're sitting there trying to regain your money is extremely hard. But why don't you give us your name first, your Instagram, and then we'll go first. So why don't you give us your name?
Who, me? Okay, well, I'm at Peter Ferrari 1980 Instagram.
Okay.
Some of you guys might know me as Red. Changed my name a couple times, you know. I do it all, jack of all trades, you know.
Okay. Why don't you go on to the next lady?
My name is Chanabelle. My Instagram is Chan222Divine. I make sweets. I'm coming out with my clothing brand. I'm a model.
Where do you model at?
Oh, I've been doing my own. I'm a self-taught model.
Okay.
I do photo shoots for multiple brands and video shoots for upcoming rappers.
Oh, okay. Like in Chicago?
Yes.
Right. So you like model for yourself?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. No, your name, your Instagram.
My name is Mariah. My Instagram is Mariah_Monet,
Okay.
I believe. And I'm an upcoming esthetician, meaning I'm going to be licensed in a few.
Okay. And what else do you do?
Nothing. I'm just a caregiver.
Okay. No problem. All right.
My name is Shay, and my Instagram is Bad Bitch Lasia.
Bad bitch Lasia.
Yes, bitch with an X instead of an I.
All right.
Go ahead.
My name is Chastity. My Instagram is Jalila, JALILA_ 36. And I'm a nail technician. I'm a licensed nail technician. I do tooth gems and I do OnlyFans.
Okay. What do you do on OnlyFans?
Well, I just post videos for
Subscribe
people.
and find out. No.
Yeah.
You post videos, that's it?
Yeah.
So like
And
artwork,
videos
like
with
artwork of
pictures.
yourself, like artwork?
Yes, of this body.
Okay.
Picasso.
All right. No big deal. So we'll start over here on this guy right here. If you want to give us your perception of things. When someone done you wrong, what's the worst thing they've done to you?
Oh, my God. Where can I start? It's what they haven't done to me.
Okay.
But I'm always, like, I took anger management class, so I know how to deal with the stress, you know. You count to 10 by 1,000s, and then after that you take...
Now, I've heard you've gotten pretty violent. People say you're a pretty violent guy. No, they say you've been a violent...
in Chicago, but not by me or anything.
Yeah, okay. I've seen some things, you know?
No, sir. No.
No? So you're just like plain Jane, they hurt you and you just let it go?
Yeah. Nowadays,
Okay.
yeah, I'm too grown to be doing it
Yeah.
time. Cook County's overcrowded. I
Definitely.
I love my freedom. I love being on the boat with you. I love summer. You know, I don't want to be caged up like a bird.
Yeah.
For the birds.
So no one's ever done you wrong in your life? Nobody?
Oh, a lot of people, but I just let it go because.
You're fine to let it go? You don't have no
God.
stories?
No, I don't want to discuss them because God's in my life now. I don't want to bring back those bad.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, what about you? What's the worst thing anybody's done to you?
Man, people have definitely done me wrong. I would say.
I see it. The fucking red hair brings it out, for real. The red hair really brings it out, yeah.
Right now, but, I would say, like, even my own family has done me wrong. I'm very empathetic, and I'm a caregiver. I like to take care of people. I like loving people, and I don't like having to stop doing that for people. But you have one time, maybe 2 times, to show me that you not somebody I gotta be around, or that you.
Well, give us an instance where someone's done you wrong. Give us the story. You said everybody's done you wrong. Where?
Honestly, I don't know if that's even legal to say.
No, you could say it. Say it. Go ahead.
No, hold on, we're gonna have to pass that. Sorry.
No, we want to know.
No, things I can't talk about. Sorry, guys, that's a little federal, but.
All right.
Yeah.
So only
so.
no one's ever really done you wrong?
I mean, relationship-wise, of course.
Okay. So can you give us an instance?
Um,
I see you in the corner.
I
She-
mean, I my morals and standards are just different from a lot of people, and I'm very spiritual, just the way I think about life, the world. Like, I'm a very deep type of person, so I feel like a lot of people misunderstand me in a way, so I don't really...
What do you mean by, like, deep?
People usually see things at a normal standard. Basically, what people see is what people understand. But there's always a deeper meaning behind things, like principles, for example. Like, you either have those or you don't, you know?
Okay.
So,
like, someone's cheated. You've had one of your friends cheat with your man or something.
oh, yeah, I've been cheated on before.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's logical.
Yeah.
You're
it
still,
happens.
like, small.
Yeah,
It's life. It's part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
I
know,
cheat on you, too. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, you know, I'd do it, too. Fuck.
She's
What you
beautiful.
trying to
I
say?
wouldn't.
Yeah. You wouldn't cheat on her? Nah, I mean, it would be fun for a little bit, but then I'd get bored, you know. So, but let's carry on.
Yeah.
So you have been cheated on, or that's the worst thing that's happened to you? Because you're talking about like federal and all this stuff.
Yeah, no, we can move on.
We can move on.
Because I'm not gonna talk about that topic. That's
Okay,
to me.
I understand. So probably like some kind of drug dealer stuff. That's Chicago. Half of Chicago is all drug dealers. It's cool. Nobody cares. It's not that serious. Trust me. Okay. What about you? What's the worst thing someone's done to you? You said you're a caregiver over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't do me wrong, though. But let me see. I think the worst thing that somebody has done to me was my old best friend freaked my boyfriend, the person that took my virginity. That's the worst
wow,
thing
okay.
somebody did.
Yeah, that's hard, huh?
Yeah. That's hard. Not really. I mean,
Not really.
it's hard.
But you're still eating coochie too, right? So you're good,
Nah, I
right?
don't
No,
eat
okay.
coochie. I don't eat coochie.
Okay.
I ain't never did that before.
I respect that.
Right.
All right.
But yeah, that's the worst thing somebody did to me. I really just stopped talking to
Did
her.
you just like bring her around him a lot, or like how did it
No,
start?
she actually introduced me to him because they were supposed to be quote unquote cousins.
Okay.
Then after like 2 years of me knowing him, her and him, they like after he took my virginity, they did the whatever they did, and then I was living with her at the time, and I went through her phone and I seen that they did something. I'm like, damn.
Oh, she was living with you?
No, I was living with her.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I was living with her, and I just felt like I went through her phone because every time I would talk about him, she'll like say something shady, and I'd be like, "Damn, what the fuck, you fucking him, or am I fucking him?"
Oh, okay. So she would make it like he's a bitch, right?
No,
Or-
she'll make it seem like I say something, and she'll, you know how I'm small, she'll be like, "Damn, your nigga don't even like you, skinny as hell, like your nigga don't even like that." I'd be like,
Oh wow.
"Bitch,
Okay.
what the fuck, is you cool?" Yeah, I just had to go through her. Like I didn't go through her phone. I went through day messages, like.
Yeah.
And I just seen that they was on some backdoor shit.
Yeah. I mean, what age group was this? Like what?
In my high school year.
Oh, high school years. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, high school is all about
Yeah. So I just really cut. I felt a type of way because like, damn, you supposed to be my best friend. He wasn't really my boyfriend at the time, but I'm like, damn, y'all bogus as hell.
Okay.
So yeah, I just cut her off.
A lot of women just get cheated on over here. You got cheated on. What about you? What's the worst thing that happened to you?
I feel like the worst thing that happened to me was, so I used to have this girl who I claim was like kind of my best friend because I used to do everything for her and I used to bring her everywhere. And we were in like, I say high school going through middle school, and she posted a picture of somebody coochie, and I was like, who is that? And she's like, oh, I'm not gonna tell. She's like, oh, it's just this girl I know. Whole time she telling everybody that was me. Imagine the coochie look fucked up. Chewed up bubble gum. So everybody thinking I'm walking around with chewed up bubble gum on my pussy.
Okay.
But I had to explain myself like that's not me. But it's like, but I'm thinking in my head like, damn, do I post my coochie so they know it's not me, or do I be like, can y'all get the fuck on? Because that's not me either way. But I don't want to expose myself. So yeah, this girl, she running around telling everybody I got chewed up bubble gum for my coochie, and then I'm like, I imagine at the time I didn't know that because nobody was telling me that she was telling me that. So everybody was like, oh, is this you? Is you? I'm like, no, that's not me. So I'm asking her like, why the fuck people think it's me? Shit, I don't know. Until later on when her other friend was like, oh, she been telling me this whole time it was you. I said, what? So by the time I found out, this bitch moved to Joliet on my ass. So I'm like, damn, bitch, you running around telling people that my coochie fucked up. But when it's time to come to you, oh, that wasn't me, that was somebody else. I'm like, damn, so I'm really living with a rumor.
Is that hard to rebound from when a woman does that? Because you really only have like two options: show the
At this
Show the
point, put
coochie
your
or just
coochie
live
on live
with it.
for
But
her
at the same
life.
time, because it was like freshman year, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to live on with it. Then
Yeah.
later on, I had an ex, and he fucked up too. He backdoored me too, because me and my ex got into it. He exposed me, so everybody knew that wasn't my coochie by then. But why you going to expose me if I was your bitch at one point?
Yeah. I
That's
feel like
why-
a lot of men do that.
Yes,
They have
a lot
the,
of men expose people like it.
They
it wasn't
have the
no
revenge
point.
porn, you know? Like
Yeah, it wasn't no point. But yeah, I've been backdoored twice. Shout out to y'all. Y'all made me who I was today.
that's really like a sad man that would do that though.
Yes,
if he's gonna
a
send
very
porno,
sad
They did that to
man.
Kim Kardashian, I think. Ray or something like that.
Ray
Ray
J.
J.
Ray
Ray J.
They did that to Kim Kardashian.
I don't think they
Ray
did
J.
it. Kim actually came out with a video. I don't think they did it to Kim. But yeah, I mean, if somebody does that to you and he sends it to your man, your ex-man, or
I know
somebody
he
there.
posted it on Snapchat. Thought he was A1, but whole time, shout out to you. I got all the hoes now. I'm stop playing.
You got all the
But,
hoes?
yeah, everybody was like, "Don't go down to that level. Your body looks so good." I know it looked good, but that was just for one person to see.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right. What about you over there?
Well, what was the question again?
Oh, here we go. You're too high to podcast, aren't you? You're too high to podcast.
No.
No? We're talking about when someone has done you wrong. What's the worst thing that someone has done to you?
Well, my baby daddy, his sister, tried to break us up a couple of times just because she's like, she's not feeling the vibe off of him with her, and that is because of me. And whole time it wasn't because of me, it was because of her, the person she was, the person she is, how she acts, the way she does her things, how he just didn't like the fact of how his sister acted, and she tried to put it all on me and try to be like, because I'm in his life, it's because of me.
Okay.
Like, that I'm the reason why he don't fuck with her, this and that, and like, it wasn't because of me, it's just because of you, how you act, how you are. He's your own person. You're your own person.
Do you feel like women do sabotage relationships on purpose?
Yes.
Yes.
They say like the worst thing you could have is a single best friend as a woman. For real, like a single if you're in a relationship and you have a single best friend, like that's trouble. You don't think so?
A little bit,
I'm
yeah.
currently experiencing
Yeah.
that right now.
You're going through it?
I just
No,
got
before
out
you
of
Hold on.
a
Right.
relationship.
Okay.
We were actually real cool in the beginning, and then actually his friend was in a relationship as well. And so then I guess him and her didn't work out, and then all of a sudden, relationships have highs and lows. They always do, but it's
Yeah.
how we come back together and how we, rebuild that bond and move forward. But once his friends started, oh, let's go out here, let's do this and that. Well, now you're doing single activities. Now you want to be single. Now you're getting that attention. Now you like it. And then want to cut that shit short.
That's after the honeymoon stage.
Right after the honeymoon
is
stage.
between
Yeah.
3 months to like 8 months
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
You get comfortable.
Yeah.
Three months, yeah, I would say
Yeah.
3 months.
Get comfortable.
Yeah. So I guess.
But so like you broke up with him or he broke up with you or
It was, I would say it was more of like a mutual agreement. Well, he definitely wanted to cut it off first, but I had to see for myself as well, like that we probably better off just doing business together, helping each other grow, because at the end of the day, you want to do single shit with your friend, go do that, because, you know what I'm saying, y'all already have a business together, whatever, so
Okay.
I'm not going to interfere with what you got going on, you're not going to interfere with what I got going on, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like more.
But I'm saying is like if you have a female single friend and your male son, hey, I don't want you going out. Your girl's like, come on out. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, he's so controlling, he's so crazy, and then like 2 months down the road, she's fucking your man. Like, I mean, I'm just being serious. It's like that shit happens a lot. Like she just said, her best friend.
Yeah. I feel like when you going out with your friend, everybody should have that mutual agreement already. Like, if we're going out, we're not going out for male
Attention.
attention. We're going out to enjoy each other, have a good time.
I'm gonna say stop the cap right there. Stop the cap right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're capping. What'd you get all dressed up for? What, like, you put on your nice outfits. You girls put on all the nice clothes. You put on nails,
3
hair,
hours,
makeup.
3 hours of
Some of you
makeup.
guys, yeah, some of you guys get all crazy ready.
Games, but I mean, if
For
it's
the
happening to look and you approach, okay, cool, that's different. But I'm not going out to be like, yeah, I want his and his attention, or you know what I'm saying? No, if I'm going out with my friend, we're going out to enjoy each other and be out.
So if you got a guy that's like working at Jiffy Lube or at McDonald's and you guys are in love, you go to the club with your friend, you got this baller that pops up, he meets you and stuff, he starts buying bottles, your girl's like, oh my God, your friend's so cool, he's popping bottles and shit. Like, yeah, girl, I think he likes me and stuff. And he gets your attention. Who you gonna pay your attention to? The guy that's working at McDonald's or the guy that's buying bottles and your girls are telling you, oh, you're so cool?
I'm paying attention to both.
Yeah.
You're paying attention to both.
He got options.
I'm saying because, like, yeah, the boy gonna cheat on.
That's
He
real.
working at Jiffy Lube. He working at McDonald's. He gonna cheat on you.
Regardless.
I'm going to the club, and if he want my number, I like him.
So even if you're in a relationship with a Jiffy Lube worker, you're giving the number?
If I find out that he cheating on me, I'm gonna cheat back.
Well, we didn't say he is cheating on
Okay,
you.
so I'm faithful off back. If
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship, I'm faithful off back. But if you doing something, I'm doing it back. It's not no you doing this, you doing that, and I'm just cool at home.
It's
doing
matched
it.
energy.
I'm gonna
around
go
here.
out with my friends, and we're gonna have a good time, and that's just it.
But I feel like you're kind of cheating when you go out with your friends.
No.
No?
No.
Wow, like,
She said, yeah, over there? Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, not over here.
No.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a man and you start going out all the time with your friends, like, you're seeking attention from other men. So you don't have to physically cheat to seek that attention. You're getting that emotional support from other men. All of a sudden, you have a platonic relationship that popped up. And that's when, oh, that's my guy friend, right? But that's where the bullshit starts, So you are kind of cheating because when you start popping out, you're saying, hey, I need to open up my options. No? You're saying no. Why are you saying no? Stop the cap, all right?
I'm saying because I already go out with my friends. Like
You
I
have a
don't
man?
really-
You have a man at home?
Kendra.
Let me speak for you. I feel like if you're in a relationship, going out once or twice a month with your girls, that's a cool thing. But if you're going out every weekend, then you're looking for something because you're bored.
Let me cut
Yeah.
you off.
No, bitch.
Because if you have a man at home, no man's dictating when I'm going out. Like I'm just saying, like I'm gonna stay out. I'm gonna stay with my man sometimes. I'm
Of
gonna go out with my
course.
Then you need
friends.
to be
gotta make
single.
time.
You need
You
to
gotta
be
make
single.
time.
That's why I'm making time
Right,
for
that's
my
what I said.
friends, and I'm making
Once or
time
twice
for
a
my
month.
man. Just because I have a man, don't mean that I'm not gonna make time for my friends.
You're not ready for a relationship.
Every other weekend.
Yes, I am.
Every other weekend.
Every
exactly.
other weekend. You
But
like
that's
to
where the
go
real
twice a
fighting
month.
starts.
Right, exactly.
Twice
Twice
a month. Every other weekend. One weekend's your friends, one weekend's your man's. That's how you
Even
balance it
without
out.
a man, I have a baby.
Okay.
Right.
So my OG be like, it's okay for you to go out. I get it. You want to go have fun. But, like, you can't go out every weekend. You got to go, like, every other weekend,
Right.
Balance
Balance your life
with
out.
The crib, go out, stay at home.
Well, I really don't believe you. If you have a baby, I think you should sit your ass at home. I don't even think you should go out.
The whole
Eh,
time?
Yeah, I really don't. I really don't think you should go out.
Can I say something?
Hold on a second. I'm just telling you. I think it's time to sit your ass at home and take care of that baby.
My
you could
baby
be.
is smart.
Hold on
My
a second.
baby is
Hold on a
smart
second.
as fuck.
Okay, he's smart as fuck. Where do you? She?
She is smart.
And how old is she?
She's 2 years old.
Okay.
And she knows everything. She's fucking smart as fuck. And that girl amazes me every fucking single day.
Period.
And it's fucking crazy. I never knew that.
So
I could
who leveled that metric that she's smart? You? And what's the highest level of education you've completed?
High school.
Okay then.
Yes. I went to trade school after, but I didn't go to college.
Okay. So that's based off of your opinion then, right? There's not like a fact that she's smart as a
She
2-year-old.
is smart. She's smarter than another 2-year-old that I know.
Hey, that's a phenomenal
Yeah,
perspective
but,
for you.
I mean-
That's your perspective.
Yeah, that's my baby.
Of course, everybody loves their baby.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, you're already in the yellow, ready to jump down my throat.
No.
I'm saying if you have
nothing to say,
a
baby. I ain't got no
fucking hold on a second, I'm just giving you my opinion because it's my show. I'd like to give you my opinion. I'll ask
Right,
another
go
male for. If you have a baby, you could be reading to that baby. You could stay with that baby. You could watch TV with that baby. He's 2 years old. It's gonna feed exactly like a sponge. Its brain is like a sponge, so it's gonna feed everything you do. So you really should stay with that baby. You shouldn't really go out. Now, I know that there's post-traumatic and all the other bullshit that comes with having a baby, and you need a break, but men we see as a job. If we don't like our job, we still have to go to fucking work to make money. We don't stop making money. That's what we have to do to provide. Now, other women, you're saying, you know, I need to go out every other week. No, you should sit your ass at the house. And hold on. The reason for that is you have a sponge right there absorbing everything that you do. So going out with your friends and doing whatever you want to do doesn't really benefit that kid in any possible way.
No.
Can I say something on
Yeah, I
that?
wanna
Because
say
I'm a
something
mother
too.
too.
Okay, go ahead.
So I feel like if
Are you
you're-
the provider, though?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Because my
there we
baby
go.
daddy is in jail, but when he was out, he did his part. So I'm gonna say it like this: if I'm taking care of my daughter 6 days a week, I deserve that 1 day a week to myself.
Who's giving you that 1 day a week? Who?
Look, my baby father. So cause me and
Your
him
baby
are not-
father? You
Yes.
said he's in jail.
He
Wait, can I
did, but
say
when he
something?
was out,
I don't know.
so I'm gonna say it like this: when I work and he works, we take care of her. So your daughter. So I'm saying, if you had kids and you had a wife, if she takes care of your kid, takes care of your
kid,
takes
yeah.
care of your kid 6 days a week.
Yeah.
She shouldn't get that 1 day to herself. Whether
No,
it's
she should say 7. Fuck it.
no, because then your kid is learning off your mother. What about the father? Why is the father figure
What
not
can the
there?
father really do? Tell
The
me.
father, I'm gonna say from this because I had my father in and out my life. If he was there more, I would say it like this: I would probably be more of a woman and more of understanding of a man. Because since a man wasn't there in my life to teach me like what men go through, I'm still learning that shit myself.
But we're talking like 1 through like 3 or 4. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
even that, even 1 through 3 or 4.
Okay.
Kids know if their mother is there all the time and their father's not. They know by the age of 2. You don't think that because kids
No.
don't tell you their memory.
I do think that. I have a friend that has a really young
Right,
little
but-
little girl.
Daughter is all
1
about
through 3,
me.
that's the most important of their life, and then their teenage years too. But
I'm
if
saying
you're
if
not
a man was there to provide and you're like, fuck, the rent's due, it's $1,400, you got to work 7 days a week, it's better for him to do that.
right, that's
What is he teaching?
But that's you and her's decision. But a lot of people, it's like, damn, I got a kid. If I'm taking care of a kid 7 days a week and you're not helping me, what the fuck are you here for?
He's helping you financially. What do you mean? He's providing all the money
Fuck
for it.
financially, I'll take the other half. You take morning shifts, I'll take night shifts. That's how we do it. Because a lot of women, they want equality. They want to know that they feel like they're needed too. Not just a babysitter, not just somebody who's a maid. I'll clean up and I'll take care of your kid. But at nighttime, if I need to go make my money while you make yours, so if me and you
But
get
what
into
if
it, I can
if
go
he's
off on my
providing
own.
all the money? Why do you have to go make money?
Because when you guys get into an argument or when you get into it like,
Okay.
So throw it
this
in
is
your
my
face.
money. I pay for everything. Because I've been in a situation when I was pregnant, I had
Okay.
my baby daddy take care of everything. When we got into an argument, they'll be like, well, I make the
home.
money. I do
Stay
this.
home.
I do this.
I make all the
But
money.
I'm
stay
staying home 7 days a week to take care of a kid
Your
that's
daughter,
crying,
your baby.
nursing,
okay,
all
okay.
of that. But
So
you
you're
need to
saying
be in
men,
your kids' life.
men throw it into women's faces. That's what
Yes,
you're saying.
men use a job to get away from their kids. I'm going to say it
Yep.
like this.
I appreciate you.
If you're not there,
Okay.
if you're not there half of the day and you're not in your child's life and they just see you working, you're not being in your kid's life. Your kid needs a father too. So if you're not showing up to their basketball games, volleyball games, football games, what are you? Even if you're working, why are you not showing up to their games? Because you're not supporting. So their mother's always there. Then you wonder why does my kid like their mother? Because your mother is always there. The father needs to be there too. It needs to be half and half. So if I take a job, you take a job. We'll do half and half on the bills. Oh my bad, half on the bills, half on everything. Because your kid still needs you. A father and a mother, the role that they play is very important. A lot of fathers think like, fuck it, my BM got this, they're gonna do this. And then they wonder why their kid hates them when they grow up. Because you're never there. The mother is always there because the father, I'm gonna make
So
the
women
money.
now, so you're saying women nowadays don't want a man to provide all the way through because they want their freedom to go out.
Oh.
Be there for your kid. Fuck my
Yes.
freedom. I don't have to go out. Be there for your kid.
We're not
Take
saying
her
they're not
out,
there for the
take-
kid.
No, take her out.
If you're working 9 times, if you're working 12 hours out the day, you're not gonna come home and deal with your
If
kid.
he's working 9 to 5, he can still take care of the kid at night.
You're
I mean, he
gonna
can
go
still
to
see the
sleep.
kid.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this: majority of men, if you're working a 9 to 5, you're not gonna come home and take care of your kid. You expect dinner to be made, house to be clean, kids to be asleep.
Yep.
You're not expecting to deal with no kids because you're working 9 to 5 every fucking day.
By
Fuck,
5 p.m.?
If I work my ass off all day, I don't want to come home and deal with a kid. I work a 12-hour shift. If
Okay.
I'm working 4 to 4 and I come home, I expect to sleep. I don't expect to deal with a kid, but if you're gone, I have to deal with my kid. So I'm dealing with my kids 12 hours a day while you're working.
Okay.
And
Shout out to the
when
baby
they're
mama.
sleep, when they're sleep, I'm at work. So my daughter could be home sleep, but she's not spending time with her father. Her father's only there when she sleep. How can you make memories and be with your child if you're asleep while they're asleep too?
Well, you're getting a little off topic, okay? You're talking about being there and all this shit.
No,
We're talking about
I'm
the
saying you gotta be there.
women staying home. The man is out there making the money so he can, feed. But what she had a good perspective. We go back to her in the corner with the glasses. You talk about men throw it in your face. Why do you think that is? Like, my money, bitch, right? Because obviously it happened to you.
It happens to everybody.
Well, he said, "My money, bitch." What?
Yeah. Where
I mean, he works
you're taking
more-
care of the kid and he's working, and then
he works-
then the argument comes, and then you're saying the men throw it in your face. That's what you said earlier.
He works more hours than me, but I work too.
Okay.
And he just doesn't understand that me being home with our baby is not a job. It's like he thinks that it's just like me lollygagging or something, but it's another job on top of whatever I do for work. Like I have to.
But if he just was providing and he said, "I don't want you going out," like, our baby's young, I don't really want you out.
Well, bitch, I'm gonna go out.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go have a.
This is Chicago.
This is
I'ma
Chicago.
go-
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go for a few minutes.
Do you see
I'll be
why
back.
men are no longer getting married? Do you see that?
But
'Cause,
how
like-
does he expect me to stay home?
Because that's what a
Okay,
traditional
listen.
woman does.
Bitch, you want a traditional woman, be a traditional man.
He is. He's working all the time providing. That is a traditional man.
No, you gotta do more than just that. You can't just be providing. That's it. Like, what the fuck? How do you expect me to cook, clean, do this, and that?
I mean, he's still hitting
You're not
it.
even
He's still. We're
helping.
probably
You're
working
not
on
even-
baby too.
You're
You
not
know.
even helping. Can't even pick up after himself
No.
like a
I know.
child
No, I ain't
on the
never been
fucking
through that shit.
game. Like, come on, you're on the game playing video games.
I'm gonna say it like this: my baby daddy helped, but he was at home when we did half and half. But at the same time, if you can't make one day for your family and you're just like
Exactly.
say if I'm at home with the baby and you go outside 24/7.
Okay.
Like on the weekends, you're like, oh, I worked all week. It's my time to shine. I go outside on the weekends to have
As
fun.
I should.
Right, as you should. But if I'm at home, why can't I come outside with you? We could get a babysitter. It's no problem getting a
Exactly.
babysitter. But why can't I get time off as you should?
With you.
So I'm working all week with a baby. A baby is a fucking job. A lot of men don't understand this. A baby is a job. So if I'm working with your baby from 12 to 12, night through nights, while you're at work and sleeping all through the night, you don't take care of your child at all. If on the weekends you enjoy your fun, why
But
can't
you're
I
just
enjoy
going
mine?
pure. You're going pure like he's on automatic deadbeat. Let's say he comes home. He brings food home. He's with you.
No.
You guys are eating together.
That's
the little
how
baby.
most
not
men
all the babies are
are.
asleep right away at 5:00. Most babies are
Right.
awake.
Right, but that's how most men are. They expect you like, oh, put the child to sleep and then we do us.
Okay.
So on the
No.
weekends, why can't I enjoy myself how you enjoy yourself? Because you work all week, right? You want the weekends to be off so you could go wherever you want to enjoy
Not
yourself.
not always, but
But
yeah,
most
some
of the
men,
time-
yeah.
Yeah, to go out. So why can't we get the chance to go out too?
Okay.
That's
I mean,
how I
what
feel.
about here? What do you feel, Mr. Peter?
I think that you guys should alternate. You guys are trying to co-parent. You know what I'm saying? One week you do you, one week he does him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that as long as the father's still in the mother's life and the mother's not petty and be like, oh, you can't see your father because he didn't pay this week. Like, that's petty. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if he pays or not, he's still the father. You should be able
Right.
to see that.
I mean, what do you mind by pay? Like, you feel like you've
Like
been through some
child support.
experiences.
Child support.
It don't
Oh,
matter
okay.
about that.
But I mean, you guys are still together. We're saying you're still together.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're still together, you gotta listen to the girl.
You gotta listen to the girl.
Yeah, you got yourself involved in that.
Period.
And you gotta just listen to her. You gotta listen to him too. If he says don't go out, I don't want you going with your hoochie friends. Stay your ass home. You gotta know
Yeah.
what they doing. And whatever they do, I know you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be drinking that liquor, you're gonna be feeling that shit, that song and shit. Your
Oh,
girls are gonna
that
be like, go
song.
ahead, girl, go ahead, girl. And most of these girls nowadays in the clubs trying to act like they're gay and shit. They ain't really gay and shit. But they wanna act like it, you know what I'm saying? Because their friends are doing it. And
But
they-
men should go out too.
No,
But
yeah.
do you know that, like, they say that you ever heard of second kid?
Yeah,
You never heard of second kid?
I heard that.
You've heard of that? You've heard of second kid?
It's like you take care of your man and your child at the same time. That's your second kid.
No. It's
Oh,
a
not that one.
second, there's a second kid syndrome. Like, that the first baby is like 95% chance that man that you've been with, right? The second one, they've actually verified is 40% chance that that's not the man's kid.
Oh, wait, what?
Because the women are going out. They're doing what you're doing.
Oh, hell no.
It's a 40% chance now that the second kid might not be that man.
If I got to guess
No.
between two
That's if
men,
you're
I'm
going out
aborting
every
that
week.
baby.
No.
But I'm saying you're going out, you're starting to enjoy yourself. Can the man not start second guessing it?
Yeah.
No.
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 I'm gonna say it like
I
this.
think women that have had kids fuck around more than women that haven't.
But if your man goes through your phone and find out like you're really 100, like some females are 100% faithful. I'll be 100% faithful. But if
Stop
I have
the cap.
if I have to second guess between two men and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if it's his baby or his baby, kill it. I
Kill
can't
it.
kill it.
Nah, man.
No.
What are you doing?
They're not gonna
I
kill the
can't-
baby right away. I mean,
I'm
come
gonna
on.
kill it. I'm not gonna put my pride aside to be like, I'm fucking you and you. You better choose who the baby is or take a
No.
DNA test. No, I'm gonna kill it.
No.
No.
I'm gonna kill
I
it.
mean,
That's savage.
That's savage. That's pretty savage at this point.
She's savage.
She's
So
savage.
you're not gonna kill it.
No. Yeah,
Kill
keep
it.
Okay. Well,
Is it
Yeah,
yours or
but
is it
but
mine?
You
really,
were down enough. You were down enough to
Yeah.
open your legs. You're down enough to take care of that baby. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Down enough.
Because
to kill it.
if you're a real person, you'd be like, hey, throw on a condom. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
But you being irresponsible and you get pregnant. Hey,
So
keep
what, you
that
not
baby.
pro-choice?
It's not the baby's fault.
we're not
Well,
gonna
you're not
have that. We can't discuss this on
Unless-
YouTube, guys. But like we'll go a little further on things. We'll go ask you over here in the red. Do you feel that it's okay for a woman to go out? She's taking care of the kid. You don't have kids, so you can give us a different opinion.
I mean,
Are you
why
too high to
not? I
podcast,
mean,
or you know what's going on?
No, going out, I feel like it doesn't always have to be partying. Why does it have to be that?
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, like going to the movies is different than going to the club
I
or
do
going out with your
barbecues,
girls.
I do family functions, everything.
That's fine.
I mean, in the Hispanic, are you Hispanic? You look Hispanic. I feel like in the Hispanic, like, you know,
I take my baby everywhere.
Yeah.
If I cannot take her with me, then like I have to figure it out. But
you know,
she's
I don't
always
want to
with
be
me.
biased but towards the Hispanics, but I feel like, you know, the Hispanic cousins be fucking each other, you know? Like, I really do. Those family functions, I feel like they be meeting each other, you know?
Or like a cousin of a
Like,
cousin.
yeah, a cousin of a cousin, they
Yeah,
meet each other.
cousin of a
I just feel like the Hispanic parties, you see that shit more.
It's
Not cousins of-
because
I mean, Ray, you can let us know.
Hispanics always say, "Oh, he's my cousin," just because that's your dad's friend's son and shit. Oh,
Exactly.
he's my cousin. So you never know who's really cousin, who really not. So they could tell you that.
It's like with white girls. It's like with white girls at church. You know what I'm saying? That's like the biggest playground for men in the church is when women go to the church. They get what? Dressed up as fuck, right? At church.
Man, I got a story about church,
But I'm just saying, you can say it. But I'm saying it's really the same playground.
It's weird.
It's really the same playground, correct? You're
I say
talking about
family parties.
women at church. It's a big playground, just like women going to the club. They get dressed
What?
up as fancy as they can. They know friends of friends, and they congregate or
I
they,
say
they
that's-
meet each other.
That's
correct?
more of a black community because black communities do that with church, but
White
white,
people do?
white people do that with barbecues. Mind you, my dad, he is white, so I know like when we go to barbecue, oh, that's your cousin. Whole time, that's his best friends from high school's kid.
I got a buddy of mine.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no name. He's a preacher. His wife was a preacher at the church, and then there was another church, and then his girl, she knew how to sing and stuff, so that she goes to the church with the other guys to go sing and stuff, and all of a sudden, you know, the buddy's like, hey, can we take your wife to this retreat and stuff? You know, she's got a beautiful voice. After the retreat, she came back. She's like, you know what? I like this preacher boy. You know, these people were married and stuff, and she left him for him. And so I know that this happens in the church. This happens anywhere. So there's no telling.
So, but in the church, she's as dressed up as possible because on Sundays you have to be dressed up.
Oh yeah, you have
Correct.
to put your most
You put-
fanciest clothes.
Yeah, I feel like church is like the biggest sex plot that they have.
Yeah,
Really, no, realistically,
no,
it is.
really though, really.
If you think about it,
you see the priest.
It's pretty weird. It's fucked up, but that's what it is. This is America.
I mean, it's easier to meet people in your church, right?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
They say that's where you meet all the good girls, but those girls in churches are
They're busting down in the
They're
churches. I
crazy.
agree. They're
They're
busting down in the
crazy.
churches.
They're crazy.
They're in church for a reason because they retreat. You know, they did some bad, so now they.
Oh,
want
okay.
forgiveness.
Yeah, I respect that.
You know,
That
they're in
part.
church for
So the
forgiveness.
church and the club is not much of a big difference if you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you're out there getting as dressed up as possible. You have some guy friends that are gonna be there. The platonic relationships, if we go back to that, correct? And you're meeting and you're going out. You've just had your kid over there on the side, but you know you're out there and you're enjoying yourself. And then sooner or later it happens. You meet a new man or a man friend, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it.
I don't think they doing that in the church.
You don't think so? Why?
I mean, I don't really go to church, but ain't no like we going to worship God.
That's for Lord's Day. That's
Dang,
Lord's
like
Day.
how you go? Why you gonna go?
Stop the cap, okay? Stop the cap,
I
right?
mean, if you go to church, that mean that You
going
probably
to
already
repent
been there
everything.
going years to years, so you know everybody.
People
They
in church,
family.
people in church meet
Oh,
each
no,
other.
that's
They
not
talk to
like
each
that.
other. They know this guy's husband, this guy's husband. The church community is like big.
Right,
You know?
that mean y'all family.
You assume.
I assume that mean like y'all know each other, y'all been knowing each other for years.
Yeah, but once you start drinking wine and
Who drinking
Everybody
wine in
starts-
church?
They drink wine,
Well,
yeah.
right,
Wine
they
in
drink
church.
wine when you come up for communion. They drink wine and they
give
take
you
the
They
wine,
drink
but
that
they
little
give you
sip-
wine.
One glass.
They drink that little sip of wine, that one piece of bread.
They're drinking. They drink.
I mean, you don't really go to church, right?
No, I don't really go
Okay,
to
so you
church.
don't even know what it's like. So it's okay.
I go to the club, and I know the club ain't nothing about church.
The club is just like the church.
None of it.
Sometimes the
Yeah.
church is probably worse than the club because everybody knows each other. If you think about it,
Everybody know each other in the club?
in the church.
Oh. So the club is worse than the church.
No, the church is worse than the club.
Oh.
Yeah. 'Cause
So
It
y'all
can be.
freaking know people that y'all know?
Huh?
Y'all talking to
Well, I mean, he just said that, you know, his friend,
He's
Or
a preacher.
a preacher that lost his
girlfriend
wife,
for 3 years,
basically.
and she lost his wife to another preacher.
Oh, so they was like
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. So, you know, like back in my day when I was younger, I used to date a woman that was like heavy, crazy Christian, right? And she'd always want me to go to church, but I'm not gonna go to church with her, you know. But I remember there was like youth group, and then like there was other stuff right after where I could go because they weren't like practicing; it was more like playing dodgeball, you know, fun events that they host. Correct? So I would go, you know. After a while, I lost that bitch because she actually ended up with one of the guys that were from church. She would be like, "Oh, you know, I was just interested in him," which to people that are Christian, they're, you know, that's what they do. That they like each other's, you know, their bond or the vibe, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But it was okay for her to like tell me that, hey, you know, whatever, like I can't be with you because I'm this, you know, these are my people, and I understood because I was cheating on her anyway. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I had no problem with it. But then I did learn that, hey, I should find a woman that is more my, you know, religion, etc. Because, you know, the Christians really don't care. You know, as long as you, I always used to say this when I was younger, and not to sound like an asshole. I always used to say, like, you know, she'd always say, Jesus died on the cross for our sins. So as long as you believe that, you'll go to heaven. And I told her, like, bitch, you getting dick down, Jesus died on the cross for our sins. You know, like as long as we believe that, it's good. It wasn't the same, though. I told her, it's not the fucking same. You can't use that, you know? They said John Wayne Gacy said that same thing, right? Do you guys know who John Wayne Gacy is? He said, all I did was run an underground cemetery. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm serious, but he said Jesus died on the cross for our sins. God is forgiven. Correct? You guys have heard of that?
No, what does an underground cemetery mean?
I mean, he killed little boys and raped them. That's what John Wayne Gacy did in Chicago. Yeah. You don't know who he is? The big killer? Yeah. So he was a big killer. And that's what he said, you know. So
We
I
ain't
feel
forgiving
like,
him for that.
yeah, they killed him. Yeah, they killed him, right?
I think.
I think he was in Stateville. They killed him.
Yeah, we ain't forgiving him for that.
But I'm just saying.
He
So,
thinks he's going to Jesus after that. I don't think he's going to.
Nah,
But-
right
Hell.
down there.
well, we've kind of tied up this episode, guys. Thank you for being on today's episode. Tune in next week, okay?
Thank you.
Yay.
Me too.